So when you're editing multiple layers, um, after you've taken out the breaks, the main thing is just looking for quality control. Are there focus issues? Is it shaky? You're just looking for that type of stuff. So, just as an example, if we just go through, this is kind of like, this is your wide shot. Everybody's in the shot, and it's decent. It's decent. It's something to go to, unless you have a really close close up here, which would let's see, as you can see, there, something like that. So it's not really a great shot right now to me because he's on kind of the wrong side for the third. If he's talking to them, it's kind of awkward. So let's just say we stayed with this. So what we're doing, we're going through it to make sure every part of this shot is good. What can we use? And then when we get to that close-up, we'll add close-ups. So let's just look. So that's an example. It kind of goes off there. So let's just, and then we would cut to another camera. But so one little shortcut, I guess you could say, is how can we edit without having to use the mouse too much? Well, if we deactivate and only work on that one track that we want to be on, then you can just kind of go through. So let's say this was like a shake or a bump. He's just walking towards the camera, so it's a little bit different, but still you want to cut that out. So all we do is we just, oops, I was on the wrong track there. But you just, so whatever track is selected is the one that's going to get cut. And then you can kind of move it until you get, and now that other shot's going to be picked up anyways. So then you can just cut it again. And now you have your selected shot. Which, so if it was like to there, you can cut to there. If you wanted to see something else, you could also probably cut. Look at, so we can see what's underneath there, and so that's not good either. So I would probably just cut to my wide if I had to, because that's not, none of those are really the great shot. But as I'm going through, usually it's a matter that you have your wide shot below fallback, and then you have your other shot. So if you're cutting that way, you're always going to have the other shot to go to. This, in this case, we had 4 tracks, so we had a little more to work with, but still cutting it, cutting, then going back is, I think it's a little bit easier, because you can really just start to get into finding those spots, finding where they come in. You're looking for that type of thing there, right? So if I see that, then if I'm on there, all I gotta do really is cut until I get there, cut, select delete, and now I can move back, and I can keep doing it. So even if I'm using the mouse to scrub, which sometimes helps, I can still, the keyboard shortcuts really help speed things up as far as the normal cuts. So, that's just a little thing for the actual edit. And of course, that can also be applied to when you're trimming down clips, like something like this. Even probably more important for something like this, because you're looking for those little, you're working on one track. So if you find little, say something like that, right? Same thing. You're just cutting, and that might be good. So now you can go through it that way, and it's a very, very quick way of doing it.